Hi guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. My name is Kira and I'm a 27-year-old living in South Florida, and today I'm going to be sharing with you what an average weekend in my life looks like. So please keep watching and let me know what you think. Good morning, happy Saturday. It's July 25th. Excuse me, my voice is still waking up. It's just about to be 9 o'clock and I just got out of my morning reformer sculpt class, which was great. I go to Pilaform here in Juno Beach. I thought it might be nice to kind of document what my weekend looks like. On most weekends, this is a very average weekend for me. If anything, it's a little bit of a relaxed weekend, but typically I try and do Pilates at least one weekend day, Saturday or Sunday. Lately, I've actually been doing both Saturday and Sunday. So today, that was a reformer sculpt class. Tomorrow, I'll be taking I think it's technically a megaformer class, but it's an X-former, that's what they call it. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. That's a little bit more of a challenging class for me. This morning was still definitely challenging. It was a great way to kick off my weekend, and I always feel really great when I get a workout in on a Saturday morning. So I'm leaving now. I brought a protein drink to have after class because I'm trying to work on my protein intake. I'm very bad with protein. It's not my forte and it's not something that I really enjoy, but I know it's something that I need, especially as I'm trying to build more muscle and lean out a little bit. So I'm gonna drink that. I'm gonna do some hand sanitizer because I typically try and do that after class. And I'm actually gonna go grab some gas because I have a low fuel alert, and then pick up some coffee, maybe a couple pastries for Kona and I to have this morning. He's at home working out in our home gym, so he'll be happy to have a little coffee drink when we get home. But yeah, I'll take you along on my weekend and kind of show you what we get up to. This is the nostalgic Nutella, which I got for Kona because he hasn't had coffee yet today. And then this one is the Seaside Sapphire Matcha, and it has a blueberry syrup. Gorgeous. I cannot wait to try that. I'm about to go jump in the shower and just take a quick body shower, but I really quickly wanted to show my set that I'm wearing. This is from Aritzia. Aritzia is my favorite for workout wear right now. I just love their TNA butter line. And I believe this is in the color Sweet Pea. I have the leggings without the front seam, which I recently discovered I actually really like, even though I feel like I was a hater for a long time. One of their tank tops, and then I also have a sports bra underneath, and yeah, I just love it. They're so comfortable. They have a lot of different color options, and I feel like they're flattering, where some of my Lululemon sets, even though I love Lululemon, the leggings in particular, I feel like are not the most flattering on me. So really like this, but I'm gonna go get in the shower and then get dressed and ready for the day. I am now out of the shower, and hopefully you can hear me over the fan that's currently going off. Just gotta spray a little bit of dry shampoo in my hair here because it is a tad bit greasy from Pilates. I have on my robe. This is a Barefoot Dreams robe that I actually found at Costco probably a year and a half ago. And I don't wear it too often, especially right now. It's the middle of summer and it's very hot here, but it's nice for after a body shower like this when I want to immediately start getting ready and I'm not really sure what I want to wear yet. and I don't want to try and struggle to keep a towel hauled up. So it's definitely convenient for that, and it's very comfortable. I actually love it in the winter months when it does get a tiny bit chilly here in Florida. It's comfy to just wear around the house. Okay, so I've already done my skincare. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I think last night I managed to give myself a little bit of a chemical burn under my left eye. So I've got a little bit of like a red patch going on, but I thought I could kind of show some of my favorite everyday makeup products that I've been using for a super easy everyday look. First off, I'm obsessed with this little Vera Bradley makeup bag that my husband got me for Mother's Day. Don't have any human children, but I do have a dog and a cat who we treat like real children. But starting off, one of my favorite things that I've had for quite a while, but I just started recently using again, is the Say Star Glow. And I just feel like it gives such a nice glowy look without putting anything heavy on your face or layering too many products. I personally like to apply it right to my face and then use a brush to rub it in. I just like to minimize how much product I'm getting on my hands. It almost gives kind of that glow from within. They do have, I believe, a bronze glow or a sun glow, which is a little bit more of a bronzing version of this product, which I would love to try, but I have this one and it works great. You can apply bronzer or contour over it. So that's kind of the first step that I've been doing as of late. And I don't always do this every single day. Sometimes I literally just don't remember because I'm in such a rush to get ready for work in the morning. But that's kind of a step one. And then a step two is I've been using this Haus Labs concealer in the color 1 Fair Neutral. I actually think this is a little bit light and I could go a shade or two darker, but this is what we have and we are using it. But I have searched long and hard to find a concealer that I really love, and I feel like this is the closest that I've got. I just really like this concealer, and I think it works good on my skin. So I just apply it under my eyes and then to any areas where I have redness or maybe some like acne that's healing. And then I like to start with a brush. This is the Makeup by Mario F5 brush. I actually purchased this when I purchased the Makeup by Mario concealer, which I personally didn't love. I feel like my main issue with concealer that really turns me off is they always wind up exploding everywhere in my bag. Honestly, it's even happened with this one, but not nearly as bad as some of the other ones, to the point where when I close it, it's like gushing out of the sides and it gets all over my makeup bag and the rest of my makeup. And for me, that's just a huge turnoff. I want makeup products that are not only great for me, great for my skin, look good on me, but that are convenient to use. And if I have to spend every day wiping off my products so that it doesn't make a mess in my makeup bag, that's time that I don't want to have to spend. So it's something that I have been taking into consideration as I try and find the right concealer for me. But I like to take kind of what's left on my brush and apply it to my eyelids. I have a very thin skin under my eyes and on my eyelids, so it gives the appearance of creasing, dark rings under my eyes, and even on my eyelids, they tend to look a little bit darker because the veins and stuff like poke through, they show through. So I use my brush and just blend everything in. And then typically what I do is I go back with my beauty blender after the fact and just take another pass. And I find that that just makes everything look super blended and natural. Now, even with this product, I do get some creasing under my eyes. Sometimes it's worse than others. Sometimes it has to do with if my skin is more dry, it usually creases more. It's just gonna happen. It's under eyes, they're gonna crease. But one thing that I do find helps is a loose powder. So this is the Huda Beauty Pound Cake Baby Cake, the little mini one. And I have used so much of this stuff and there's still so much in here. I'm so glad that I bought the mini product and not the full product. So I just put some in the cap like that, and I use the little pad that comes with it, and I apply it to all the areas that I put the concealer. And clearly nothing's gonna cover up that red spot that I have right now, which is fine. Tomorrow I'll probably just let my face breathe a little bit. I like to try and do that on the weekends. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take this big powder brush and kind of brush off any excess. Okay, the next product that I've really been loving is this Milk Makeup little blush, cream blush in the color Muse. It's kind of like a darker red color. Sometimes I apply it directly on my cheek. Sometimes I take my brush and I dab it on here and then apply it on my cheeks. Really just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Another product that I also really love that I'm not going to use today just because I'm keeping it simple is the Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick in Biscuit. And this was all the rage probably like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. And I love this product. I think it looks really good with my complexion. So typically I'll use this a couple times a week when I want to do the full shebang. But if I'm keeping it simple, I'll usually just stick to blush. Again, I'm very pale, even in the middle of summer. So for me, I feel like blush is that product that is a game changer in a way. Like, if I'm gonna use one product, it's probably gonna be blush and eyebrow gel, but blush to just make me look a little bit more awake, a little bit more alive, add a little bit of color to my face, and I just feel like it makes all the difference. I don't know if anybody else struggles with this, but sometimes I really struggle to tell if one side looks even compared to the other. That's all I'm gonna do as far as product, but I will go back over with a powder blush on top of my cream blush because I feel like that just helps set it in a little bit and last all day. I feel like if I just use powder or if I just use cream, my face just kind of absorbs the product within the first couple of hours. A little bit on my face. And actually I lied. I am also going to do a little bit of powder bronzer. This is the Butter Bronzer Sun-Kissed. This doesn't show up a whole lot, but I find that if I put a little bit on my eyelids, it again just adds a little bit more life to my face and makes me look a little bit more awake. So I kind of just apply this in all the places that you would apply a bronzer, as well as a little bit on my eyelids. Okay. And then I think the last thing that I'm gonna do is eyebrow gel, and I'll also curl my eyelashes, but I'm not gonna put on any mascara today. Honestly, I go without mascara, I would say 6 out of 7 days of the week. It's also just a huge headache to take off mascara. Most of the time, I don't want to deal with that. I want to be able to wash my face and take my makeup off really easily, and the mascara just adds a little bit of time. I also didn't use a eyelash curler for the longest time because I had a little bit of an accident where I ripped out a lot of the eyelashes on my left eyelid with the eyelash curler, with this eyelash curler, because it still had a little tag on it that was dangly, and I was curling my eyelashes and the tag like dropped down and hit my cheek and scared me, and I thought it was like a bug or something, and I like ripped the eyelash curler away from my face, taking a bunch of my eyelashes with it. So that's actually what prompted me to not be doing any eyelash stuff, no curling and no mascara. And during that time, I realized how much I actually enjoyed how that looked. Anyways, I think that's about it for my makeup. Sometimes I will finish it off with a little bit of setting spray, which I usually will step into the shower to do. Otherwise it leaves like a weird film on my sink counter and like the draw pulls. So I'm not gonna do that today. I don't think I really need it because we're just going to a movie and then we're gonna be at home. So I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm gonna get dressed and probably figure out what I'm doing with my hair. Look how cute these boys are. Just laying at the back door together. I absolutely love it when I see them hanging out together. Makes my heart happy. Okay, so we are going to the movies to see The Odyssey this afternoon, and I'm a big believer that you should dress comfortable to go see a movie. So I'm in sweats. This is an aloe sweat set. Can't really see it, but it's the oatmeal color. The pants are quite long on me because I'm only 5'2", but I'm gonna wear my New Balance 9060s, which add a little bit of height. This little exercise tank is from Aerie, and then I've got the matching quarter zip from Aloe over my shoulders, which I will put on when we get into the theater because I will be cold in there. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on this afternoon. I don't know how long of a movie it is, but we are going to the luxury theater where there are waiters and waitresses who come and take your order, bring you food, drinks. So it should be quite nice. And then I don't know what we have planned yet this afternoon. I do have a lot of laundry to get done. I already put one load in, but I'll probably be working on that this afternoon. These are the best mangoes. Lately we've been getting these 6-packs from Costco. We actually got these last weekend and they just now are ripe enough to eat. So I'm going to cut up either one or two of these to have as a snack while I watch a movie at home. It's a while later now, 6:30. We ended up getting home from our movie around 3:30ish, and I pretty much immediately got in some pajamas, put on some laundry, had a little snack, and laid down in bed for a while. I watched a movie, watched some TikTok, and the last couple hours I haven't been feeling the best, so took some Advil, and I think we're just gonna have a chill rest of the evening. I'm probably gonna go ahead and reheat our leftovers from last night, so we can eat that for dinner, and that'll pretty much be it. I did want to share, kind of random, but our current hyperfixation drink are these San Pellegrino sparkling mineral waters, and we actually get a big pack of these from Costco. I've been into sparkling water for probably a couple years now, and ever since I started drinking these, Kona also started drinking them, and now he's also obsessed with them. And particularly whenever I start to not feel great or like a little dehydrated, I feel like this is a great pick-me-up. It makes me feel so much better, especially when it's like ice cold from the fridge. So I'm gonna drink this. I definitely have not had enough water today, and that might be why I feel a little under the weather. So I'm gonna have some dinner, gonna drink this, probably do a little bit more laundry, and just chill out. And if you were wondering, the noise in the background was Cosmo chewing on his bones. He has not one, but 2 bones up in the bed with him right now. Good morning and happy Sunday. It's about 10 a.m. I'm gonna be heading out here in probably the next 20 minutes to go to my workout class. I have an 11 o'clock X-Former sculpt class. It's about like 30 minutes from here, so I like to get there a few minutes early. And please excuse my eye. We're still red, and today this spot is also very dry. So I'm gonna give my face a break from some products today, let it breathe a little bit, and then hopefully try and moisturize it really well. It is kind of in one of those areas where pretty much anything you put on it stings, so it is what it is. Anyways, I'm feeling a lot better this morning than I was last night, although I will say I'm not feeling 100%. I do think maybe I have a little bit of a cold. I also haven't been taking my allergy pill, so that could definitely be contributing to it. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the movie that we saw yesterday, The Odyssey. It was good. I really enjoyed it. It was a very long movie, and I would say the first half of the movie was a little bit slow. I think because it was just kind of a lot of story setup, a lot of background information, introducing characters. The second half of the movie was a lot better, and the ending really made the whole movie worth it. The ending was really, really good. So if you're thinking about going to see it, definitely worth it. Just know it's long, and you might not love the beginning or first half of the movie, but I greatly enjoyed it. I think the casting was really good, and yeah, overall it was a worthwhile experience for me. And then as far as what we have going on today, like I said, I'm gonna go to Pilates. I was thinking about maybe stopping by the mall. The mall down by where I'm going to work out is my favorite mall, and they're supposed to be opening a J. Crew there. And I've been checking online to see if it's open. It still seems to say coming soon, although I don't know like how quick they will be to update that website. So I was thinking about just poking my head in there, but I might just hold off. I'm currently doing a challenge, a personal challenge of not spending any money on clothes for all of July, and we're almost to the end. I have like a week left. So maybe next weekend I will treat myself by going to the mall. But yeah, other than that, I do kind of want to take a ride to Target at some point, because I really need a new water bottle. I want to try to not use as many plastic water bottles. So I'd like to run to Target and look at their Awala selection. We also need to take a trip to Costco today to pick up Cosmo's food for the week, and also we get our iced coffee from there, so we'll stock up on that, and probably some more fruit. And other than that, we have family pickleball tonight at 6 o'clock. And I already put on a load of laundry this morning, but I've got probably at least 2 more loads of laundry to do today. So that's gonna be a big item on my to-do list. I think that's pretty much it. I will say I would like to try and stay off my phone a little bit more today and maybe get some reading in, because I've kind of been slacking on reading. So I think that's kind of where I'm gonna try and channel my downtime today. But that's kind of the forecast for Sunday. I will say I'm looking out the window right now. It looks a little overcast, just speaking of forecast. So we'll see how the weather holds up. Florida summers are kind of unpredictable, and you never know what you're gonna get. I'm wearing another one of my favorite sets today from Aritzia. I love this one. It's like a nice dark blue color, a little bit lighter than navy, but darker than like a regular or like royal blue. And I have a really cute yellow sports bra under this one. I love blue and yellow together. So love this, it's super comfy, and really just my preferred set for sculpt classes. This is dinner tonight. We marinated these chicken legs in 3 of them in honey barbecue sauce and 2 of them in Parmesan garlic. These sauces are Buffalo Wild Wings, and they sell them at Walmart and probably other stores too. That's just where we got them from. I cut up 2 honey mangoes, so we're gonna have that on the side. And then this is just like a yellow rice packet that we got from Publix. I don't remember the brand, I threw the package out already. But yeah, that's what we're gonna have. Would have liked to have a vegetable, but all of my vegetables are frozen and I didn't have time to defrost them. So this is what we're gonna make do with. Just wanted to give an up close look at these chicken legs because they look fantastic. That's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you back here for the next one.